Hello, my name is Floyd, and I'm a reading interventionist at Laurel Hill Primary. I was part of the first cohort of LETRS and have now completed year 2 of the training. Today, I want to share with you important literacy lessons that I have learned from Language Essentials for Teachers of Reading and Spelling. LETRS provides teachers with the knowledge of the most current reading research regarding what, when, and how language skills need to be taught. This knowledge allows the teachers to meet the needs of all students. LETRS provides a scope and sequence for teachers, which enables the students to learn these skills in a systematic, cumulative, and explicit way. One of the things that used to be a very important way that I would teach a child to find a way to solve an unknown word were these reading strategies: eagle eye, check the picture, get our mouth ready for the first word. What I've learned is I was teaching the students to make a guess about the word. I no longer do that. I rely on the science of reading and reading research-based instructional strategies to teach children how to read. I also teach the progression of phonological skill development, which focuses on speech sounds before the letters. And then I teach the letters and sounds, the phonemes and the graphemes, and how those relationships work together. Reading is accomplished with letter-by-letter processing of a word. According to brain research and studies that conducted the eye movement, we know that students read letter by letter, and they use that to form a word. Students need to match the letters and the sequences with the sounds of the spoken word. Since I have changed the way that I teach children to read words and to think about the letters and how the sounds work together to make a word, I have seen success. I have seen great success. I have a success of a student reading watermelon independently and in isolation, not with picture clues or anything to help them or aid them. And they were able to look at the word, figure out what parts they knew, how those parts work together to make sounds, and read a multi-syllable word. Very, very exciting. The other powerful learning tool that I have gained from LETRS has been focusing on awareness of the mouth or articulation, teaching kids what your mouth is doing when you make sounds. This is an example of the vowel valley that I have up in the classroom. It teaches with real pictures of real students what your mouth does when you make sounds with your teeth, your tongue, and your lips. Also teaching voiced and unvoiced sounds. B would be a voice sound, B, and H would be an unvoiced sound. These sounds and teaching explicitly what your mouth is doing has made a great connection with students and has helped them learn the sounds that these letters make. I did know some of these things before. Some of this knowledge is new, some of it is not new, but I was definitely not explicitly teaching this in the way that I do now because of what I learned in LETRS and also about the reading brain. I use the simple view of reading model, which is discussed in LETRS, which is word recognition and language comprehension equals reading comprehension. This model influences all instruction and all planning. One of the main reasons that students are poor readers is that they have underdeveloped skills in advanced phonemic awareness. In the LETRS manual, there is a chart listing these levels of phonological awareness reading skills, starting with age 4 and go all the way up to age 9. In the manual, there is a past assessment that the teacher can administer and decide the skills that the student is using and what skills the student does not have. And you can use this chart to help inform your instruction and grouping. I have 2 more things I wanted to talk about. The next one is sight words. I said earlier that we read letter by letter. That's proven with research. But I used to believe that kids looking at a word and kind of seeing the formation of those letters or just seeing it all together would help them memorize the word. And now I know that I still need to phonetically teach sight words. So we talk about heart, the part that's a heart that says the sound that we don't think it will, and then the letters that do say the sounds they're supposed to. So we talk about the letters that say the regular sounds and the irregular sounds, and we teach them by heart. My computer moved. The other important change that I've made in my reading instruction is giving children opportunity to read decodable books. I used to believe that they were boring and they didn't have a lot of picture support and they just didn't have a good comprehension, a way to talk about what's happening. The sentences were short and choppy and the names were kind of boring, but now I understand the importance of decodable text and how there is a place for them in reading instructions so that students can practice the skills that they're learning. For example, lately we were learning adding ES and S to words. So the students had a passage with a lot of those words in it, and they were able to locate them, find them, highlight them, and it gives them time to practice the skills that they're learning and apply it with words, sentences, and text. I do incorporate other types of books, read alouds, and leveled text because they also have a very important place, but I understand how important it is to have designated days or times for decodable readers because it's very important. In closing, I have changed the way I believe a child learns to read because of LETRS. I feel I'm up to date on the most current reading research, the science of reading, and the reading brain, and I am able to see daily how this training has helped my students learn to read, and I am also very excited to share it with other teachers and share my knowledge, my new knowledge with them so they can apply it in their classroom. Also, this is a very intense training. It's a 2-year commitment. It is a lot of work. So we need to be aware as our teachers go through this training how intense it is and support them in ways that we can. Thank you so much for your time.